Imagine a world in which you have no gas, barely enough for rent, haven't eaten anything but Pop Tarts and ramen noodles for the past 3 weeks, and are scrapping a few more coins inside of your couch so you can print that one essay. Most people here can probably relate to the crippling issue of college's expense. College is becoming more and more expensive throughout the years. Completely subsidizing colleges would lead to many, many economic problems for the middle class, but a collection of philanthropic wealthy individuals who want to see a better tomorrow can make college more affordable without spending a dime. Now, two of us here are direct beneficiaries of this particular organization. One of us helped with the promotion of this organization, and all of us can understand the crippling power of debt for a higher education.
In this presentation, we will be discussing 1, the issue, 2, how we can solve it, and 3, what this organization has to do with all of it in between. So, to start off, allow me to explain the extent of this problem. Santa Barbara City College students financially are facing a two-pronged threat. The first is the indebtedness caused by student loans. Student loan debt currently makes up the second highest consumer debt category in the nation. A Forbes article writes, with no future outlook for the number to go down. This, of course, is directly proportional to the rising cost of tuition and relevant materials needed for education. Textbooks, the one product that is imperative to the learning experience, has seen unprecedented price increases at 1,041% since 1977, according to NBC. Schooling in general is getting more and more expensive, and it looks like there's no end in sight. Furthermore, the cost of living in Santa Barbara is rising itself. Santa Barbara is too attractive of a place to live. Quite simply enough, as more and more people look to move here, the city becomes more expensive of a place to live. Forbes magazine estimates that the average cost of living in Santa Barbara is 23.9% above the national average. Furthermore, the median price for a house in Santa Barbara is $617,400. With such high living costs compounded onto education costs, it's no wonder Santa Barbara City Colleges are in such a dire financial situation. Forget what once was the American college dream, where a student could work and in turn pay for their tuition and expenses with minimal debt. MIT's living wage calculator estimates that in order to fill the basic needs proportion of Maslow's hierarchy of needs as an adult in Santa Barbara, you would need to make about $29,000 a year before taxes. Now, let's do the math. Let's say that someone works every day for a full year. In order for them to hit that threshold, they would need to earn around $77 a day. This is doable if you don't do anything besides work. If you do, however, I'm sure you realize that between papers, exams, and general homework, there simply is not enough time. There's also the issue with students working in college in general. Many students who work a typical wage job can see a negative long-term impact if their goal is to work at the professional level. According to Georgetown's Director of Education and the Workforce, 63% of college graduates with an internship receive job offers after college, compared with 35% of graduates who had no internship at all. For all you econ majors out there, there's an opportunity cost associated with not focusing on schoolwork and getting internships. Generally, students who work a higher number of hours, especially when the employment is off campus, tend to see an increased time to a degree and thus a reduced likelihood of completing a degree. So, as you can see, there is a need to help Santa Barbara City College kids pay for their higher education schooling. But how can we see this made manifest?
Now we told you all about the problems of community college, and now I'm here to present to you how the Santa Barbara Foundation helps our students and helps our students succeed. The Foundation of Santa Barbara City College is an important partner in the mission for our student success. Each year, the Foundation raises an average of $5 million annually to provide virtual support for our students and programs. The Santa Barbara Foundation was established in 1928 by Mark Flisherman and a forward-thinking group who wanted to enrich the lives of students and people around the Santa Maria de Carpinteria. Since then, the Foundation from Santa Barbara City College has made their mission to help students thrive in education force and have to focus less on the work and task force instead of their education. Each year, the Foundation raises about annually $5 million that provides support through different programs throughout the community college. With the annual $5 million, the Foundation gives to the students the foundation was able to provide problematic support for various different programs. Different programs such as single parents arriving for college, extended opportunity program services, veteran support program, the care program at SPCC, Express and Sex program, and Guardian Scholars program. Each of these programs were designed by different faculty members with all the money that support to help students thrive. For example, this is a student who's actually on the website, and this is Maria Tachevez, and what she quoted was that with this program, it was able to let her strive in the student workforce and receive an outstanding higher education and pursue her dreams.